Welcome back to Exchange Server Administration. In this video we are going to configure the IP-less DAG. So let's move on to the server and get started. Right now I am on a EX02, that is our second mailbox server. If I go to the Exchange Admin Center, here we have a DAG. And from here you can remove the DAG, from here we can add a new DAG network, and from here we can manage DAG membership. For an example, you have another Exchange server, you can add that Exchange server to the DAG. You can click the add or remove server, you can click the add, and you can add the third Exchange server here. So let's try to delete this. It will give you an error. Let's see. Yes, you can see. You can use the remove database availability group commandlet only on the empty database availability group. So right now there are two servers inside this group, so we have to remove the membership. And before removing the membership, we have to remove the database. If I say the passive copy, I will say remove. I'll say yes. The copy of mailbox database DB01 on EX02 has been removed. I say okay. Same way I will remove the DB02 as well, DB03 remove, and remove the DB04 as well. So we have removed all the seeded copy, and now if we go to the database availability group and we see the manage DAG membership, I say remove it. We'll click on save. Now it's removing the server from the cluster. The operation has completed successfully. Both the servers were removed. And now if I try to click on this DAG and click on yes, now the DAG has been deleted. So now the database are back to their original place, like DB01 and DB02 were on the EX01 and 3 and 4 were on the EX02. So let's try to create IP-less DAG. If I click on add and I say the group is DAG without IP, and the witness server is again the DC01, and the directory will be inside the C drive, and the name will be like IP-less DAG. So the database availability group name is DAG without IP, witness server is DC01, and witness directory is inside the DC01, that is IP-less DAG. Let's try to click on save, and you can see the DAG without IP has been created. If you see the DAG manage DAG membership, let's try to add our members, that is EX01 and EX02. Both were added. Click on OK and save, forming the cluster name DAG without IP on server EX01. Now it's adding the EX01 to database availability group. It's adding Exchange 02 to the cluster, and the process is completed. Let me click on close, and if we go to the database and let me try to put that again on a EX02. We click on save. The operation completed. Same way I am going to do it for all. Now all the database has been seeded to the both server, and if we see inside our failover cluster, though it have created the cluster, but we cannot see it inside the failover cluster manager. You can only manage that cluster through the PowerShell. Let me click on close here. If we see the Active Directory, here if you see the DNS record, this was the old DAG and no new entry of the IP-less DAG is there, and inside the C drive you can see here that is IP-less DAG is here, and this is created automatically. Verify share witness access, and there is no computer object created inside the Active Directory. Let's see that as well. If you see the computer object here, this was the old DAG one. There is only EX01 and EX02. None of the computer object is created, but the DAG is still working. So this is how you can create the IP-less DAG as well. I hope you get the point. Let's meet in a next video.